What's up, everybody? Today, I got the microphone, so I hope the audio quality is a lot better and I'm loud enough and you guys can hear me. But this chapter 1163, Promise, is very dense, so I'm gonna get right into it because I gotta get ready for tutoring soon. And so yeah, I'm gonna just get right into it. The cover page, reader request: Luffy doing parkour all over town with white gibbons. So I guess gibbons are those monkeys, but yeah, bro's looking funky. Oh, bars. He's looking funny, just swanging through town, and it's cool. So we pick right back up where we left off last chapter, where Emu's possessed Saint Saturn's body. Saint Saturn, why do you look like that? Are those devil fruit powers? Nuisances. Oh, huh? Ah, whoa, and then he attacks the Marines. Aye! Why is it attacking the Navy? Whose side is it on? Nobody's side! All units, withdraw. Keep your distance. Ah! Yeah! Do not attack. Secure an escape route. Hey, get up, guys. Ow, it hurts, but it's so fascinating. What are you talking about? Can't believe what it did to my crew. And this is Roger speaking. Gaban, give these guys backup. Take some treasure and split. Not again. You'd better not get yourself in trouble. What's going on here? What is that monster? Says Garp. I don't know. Saint Saturn just started transforming before our eyes. The five elders, huh? Never seen 'em before. Looks about right for the kind of freak who'd sit atop those maggots. Vice Admiral Garp, Ixnay on the Andersley. So the first time when I was reading that panel, these first couple of pages, I literally had to ask my friend who works on One Piece animation. I asked him in Japanese class, and he also worked on the Chainsaw Man movie. Shout out Rhythm. He's super cool. He has a lot of cool stories. He even was like a photographer for Lil Uzi Vert, apparently back in the day, is what he told me. And but they had a falling out. He was doing a documentary for him. Whatever. I don't want to air out his beef with a celeb, a crazy famous rapper. But I had to ask him what Ixnay on the Andersley meant, and it's apparently, he said it's old people speak, but I looked it up and it's like Pig Latin or something, and it just means don't do that or something. Don't do what I think you're about to do. Hey you, king of the bilge rats, you're here to kill me, aren't you? And this is Rox talking to Emu. It's so crazy. So it was thee, Davy Jones. You got the wrong guy. I've never even met him. However, promises are meant to be kept, which is exactly why thy kind must be erased from history. So, Rox here says the name of the chapter, which is cool. Promises are meant to be kept, which I'm assuming it has something to do with the inherited will of the Davy clan, the Davy Jones promise or something. My world is still incomplete. And then Rock says, it ain't your world. And this is so cool. This is the first time I'm pretty sure we're seeing Emu get upset, getting visibly angry. His eyes are narrowing and getting slanted. Look at Rox. He dares attack Saint Saturn. Should we offer help, Rear Admiral? I don't... Of course we're helping out. Move it. Vice Admiral Garp. Huh? Wait a second. Helping out which side? And then he just has a big old shit-eating grin on his face. um... Oh yeah, and Rox flippin' just straight up slashes one of Saint Saturn slash Emu's spider legs. But Garp is not helping out Emu, that's for sure. The pirates are making off with the treasure. Stop them, those are world-class valuables. It's wild out there. Fweh, glug. Ready to start hauling? Just say the word, Captain John. So long, Rox pirates. And also, my friend Rizamu-san, as his Japanese name is pronounced, he told me, oh, Captain John is the GOAT in this chapter, and we're about to see. It's super cool. And then we cut to Dragon holding on to Shanks, I think. What's happening over there? I hear screaming. Wah! There! A Navy ship through the trees. They'll be able to protect the child. Huh? Also, I forgot to mention this earlier when I started recording, but I'm sitting the opposite way of where I normally sit because you can see this Luffy poster. It's very cool. And don't mind my closet. There's a lot of clothes in there that aren't folded. Whoa! And then Garp just starts, it looks like he's falling from the sky, but he's being pulled towards Captain John's magnet devil fruit. Ah, come back, treasure chest. All the metal is reacting to something. It's being pulled away from us. Big Eater! I guess that's the name of Captain John's move with his magnet fruit. Come to me, my treasures! And then this shot is so cool. All the magnets and people, or metal and people being pulled by his magnet powers. That's Captain John's magnet power. Clank, clank. There's a powerful pull coming from the southeast entrance to the valley. Move it. Let them figure that out. Roger. And it's funny, they're saying Roger to Roger. Stupid John. Sky Snake Red Cannon. Huh? And then another, what's his name? I'm gonna go ahead real quick to remember his name. Whatever, we're gonna see it later in the chapter is his name, but I think it's Wangzi or something. Oh, Ganzui. And then he flippin' attacks Captain John, and they're both members of the Rocks Pirates, so this is their downfall. This is everyone splitting up, doing their own thing. Big Mom stealing the devil fruit from Kaido. Ganzui is attacking Captain John, and then Shiki's about to attack Ganzui, I think, or it's implied. Ah! Captain John! And then he's like, he got exploded. Ah! Oof! And then Dragon and Shanks fall down to the ground. Ganzui, why did you shoot John? Do you really think he's gonna split that treasure with us? Each of those chests is worth at least 1 billion berries. Bill? Anyone would want to keep it to himself, and then Shiki's looking all... He has that crazed look in his eyes like it's implied he's gonna attack Ganzui. I'm not sure if he actually does, but anyone would want to keep the treasure for themselves. You can't, Vice Admiral. That's the supreme authority of the government up there. What, that vermin? Ah! This panel's funny. They're all trying to drag him back, and he's just running for it. Let me try too, Rocks. Damn it, Kaido, wait right there. Big Mom's still attacking Kaido. I'm gonna kill you! What, are you jealous? Check this out. And then we see Big Mom, Kaido, Whitebeard, Rocks, Roger, and Garp. Rock screams out, "Yeah!" Roger says, "That's my quarry, Garp." And quarry, it can mean a big pit or whatever where they're extracting minerals and mining and whatever, like in Skate 3, the quarry. Or prey. That's the old definition. I had to look that up too, just to be sure. But based off context, I assume that's what he meant. And then Garp says, "Galaxy," and then this next page is so dope. Galaxy Impact, Divine Departure, Pandemonium, Chakakua, Ikoku Sovereignty. And then the funniest thing, which I read about before I even read the chapter, is Kaido just screams out, "Dragon!" because he doesn't have a name for his moves yet, and it's funny. So everyone's just unleashing basically their signature attacks on Imu, except I don't remember Whitebeard having a move named Chakakua, but it's cool, I guess. And I love this shot. They're all just going full force, no hesitation. And then they put a hole through Imu's head, but he regenerates just like that. Yeah. And then there's just a big wave of hockey, and the Marines are just collapsing and foaming at the mouth. What's going on over there? Armageddon or something? Look at all the chests. Pick them up. Da ha ha. Rayleigh's always got his eyes on the prize. Never forget a pirate's true calling. Yeah ha ha. This is all insane. Huff huff. I need to at least save the baby. Huh? What? Where'd he go? Da da. Glint. And then it's just Shanks like falling in love with treasure for the first time. It's pretty funny. I can't spit out what I've already eaten. Give me money then! And that's an exchange between Big Mom and Kaido. It's pretty funny. I can see them running through the distant forest. And then Garp says, my blow did the trick. And then Roger says, no, it was mine. We see their rivalry in full force too. So Rocks replies to Imu, hey, what are you talking about? New Davies, a woman and a child. striving so very hard to live, a pestilence that must not be unleashed upon the world. Whatever you're thinking, don't do it. Garp looks up and says, huh? Boom, boom. Moo? I will do nothing. Ah! And then, I guess, I don't know if his name is officially Moo or Emu, but I'm gonna still keep calling him Emu. But he says Moo, so maybe it's just a sound or a little laugh, a little chuckle, and he laughs like that. I don't know. And then he flippin' stabs rocks with these weird tendrils. Ah, what is this? It doesn't even hurt. Thou wilt end thy own bloodline. What? Slaughter thy wife and child. Are you crazy? I'm not gonna. And then the fabled move that we see in modern One Piece that I think Shepherd uses, or someone, or maybe Imu when he possesses Gunko, I don't remember. DOMI REVERSI. Reverse the domain or something like that. It's Latin probably. Ah, huff, huff. So we see Rocks turning into an evil demon, and then, man, I already forgot her name. Blackbeard's mom and her holding Blackbeard running through the forest. So this is absolute cinema. It's peak. That's the end of the chapter. But so I guess well, when Garland was chasing Rocks through the forest, he already slaughtered his his grandparents and dad or whatever, whoever it was that got Domi reversied, and now it looks like it's gonna be the end of his wife. I'm gonna search up her name real quick because I'm curious and I already forgot. Rox's wife. I think it starts with an E. Uh, Rock's wife, One Piece. I have to be more specific. Eris. Yeah, I knew I wasn't tripping. So, One Piece is getting crazy. It's a little bit of a short chapter review, but I had to speed run a little bit. I think there's a new chapter coming out in just a few days anyway, on Monday officially on Shonen Jump and Viz. Let's see, yeah, 4 days. So, um, yep, I'm a little late to the party as per usual, but this is my raw reaction off the dome. Some personal experience thrown in there. Also, the Chainsaw Man movie was dope. So my friend animated 5 scenes, and I think 2 or 3 of them being with Beam. And when Denji's riding Beam through the typhoon, oh my gosh, it's so cool. The animation's dope. Y'all gotta go watch the Chainsaw Man movie. And I've been reading online. I read the first part, the public safety arc from chapter 1 through 97 in color, and now I'm using the same website, but it has it in black and white, which I don't mind at all. So I'm on chapter 100 of Chainsaw Man, and Chainsaw Man's also really dope. I finished, I binge watched this anime, To Be Hero X, that my friend recommended me, and she also recommended me To Your Eternity, and that one seems good too, but sad. It's about a white orb or something that can take the form of people and animals when they die. So it's a white orb and then a rock and then a wolf and then it becomes this person all in the first episode. It's crazy. So I've only watched the first episode of that, but I will watch it after I finish Gachiakuta because both my sister and that same friend recommended it to me, and that anime is so peak. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's about this boy Rudo, and so it's kind of the way she explained it to me is that the world layout is kind of similar to Attack on Titan, just the sphere as it's called, the upper world. And I'm already about 8 or 9 episodes in. I was watching so much yesterday, but it's super cool. And then he has these gloves, and he can bring the life out of objects that he uses with the gloves because he's taken care of the gloves since he was as long as he can remember because they were a gift from his dad. And it's super cool. The system is called anima, where it runs on strong emotions and stuff. and it's super cool. He's so bad apple, badass. I don't know why I just censored myself. I already said 2 or 3 swear words in this video. Not for kids, by the way. Disclaimer. 15 minutes in, but it's super cool. And then so I'm kind of spoiling it, but it happens in the first couple episodes. Y'all should watch it. It's a really good anime. It's basically on the top right now, I think. So he gets framed for whatever, a crime. I'm not gonna spoil that. And then they execute him and send him down to the trash pit, because there's the side of the city that's really clean, and the upstanding citizens who come from a lawful family, they live on the inner side of the city. And then there's the slums, which is the outer wall closer to the pit, and they come from criminals or whatever. They're the poor in the society, whatever. And so whenever anyone, I think particularly in the slums, commits a crime, maybe even in the inner city too, they get sent to the pit, and the pit is just a big, it's a big drop, and then it's just a wasteland of trash. And there's some clean cities scattered throughout where they support life. But yeah, so Rudo joins the cleaners, as they're called, and they have to fight the trash beasts and whatever. And he wants to find a way to get back up to where he came from, to get revenge and retribution, and uh, get revenge on basically everyone, because he's just super pissed off. But it's really good. I recommend it. I recommend Gachiakuta, To Be Hero X. Oh, that one's so good. I could talk about that one too for a long time. Shout out Ghostblade. Isol's pretty cool too, but Ghostblade is so dope. He has such a sad backstory. The only thing I don't like is, I'm not going to spoil it, but I think he's basically my favorite hero. So watch To Be Hero X, Gachiakuta, To Your Eternity. I'm going to watch that when I finish Gachiakuta. And One Piece, of course, and Chainsaw Man. Yeah, there you go. Those are my recommendations, and that's the One Piece chapter review. I was rambling off topic, but I'm so excited to see how the rest of God Valley unfolds, and what all Emu is gonna do, what's gonna happen to Rocks, and maybe Captain John and the other Rocks pirates that we don't see anymore in One Piece. And I'm so excited. So thank you everyone. If you made it this far into the video, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share, all that fun stuff. And last but not least, stay frosty. Peace.